Okay, that should fix it. Perfect. All right. Okay. Apparently it wasn't like full on broken, but fine. It's fine. It wasn't like showing up on my audio mixer, so I made sure that's working. Anyways, we are going to continue on with Final Fantasy 16. We are not going to be doing the rest of the side quests or the hunts or anything like that. I just cannot be arsed to do it. So I'm not even going to bother. I'll do it like off stream in like the new game plus version. But I don't want to do it on stream. And where we're at right now is currently 5 years have passed. We went through a time skip. And we are in the middle of water. New home base. Looking forward to when I can kick Titan's ass. Definitely deserves it. You know, honestly, I don't think I've ever been like a huge fan of Titan. I don't think like he's one of the ones that I would like regularly use in any of the previous Final Fantasy games. Usually like Alexander, Odin, Ramu, Shiva, Ifrit, a couple of the other ones. But Titan? Could care less. Alright. A new item is available for redemption. Alright, whatever.
Welcome back, Sid.
Finish with that log so we can...
Look, it's Sid.
Staying long this time?
What? Oh, no.
There you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sent his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
Hey, Dirk, what's up? No, you can keep that to yourself there, Nectar.
I'd trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was
Yes,
especially
Seth?
memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
No.
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here?
What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its...
If anyone ruined 16, it was you.
A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
You were born in Twinside.
Ooh, I'm so scared.
Feel home.
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion.
I'm
Yet in spite
shaking.
of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even. Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves.
Seth, you're about as
Tell me
scary
what
as a wet
was
cat.
Adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
Don't shake any of my little boots. Except I'm not wearing any boots and I'm not shaking.
Osmond Hippocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
I don't know what Kanda has to do with it.
Ready? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less.
But if you are going to come over here,
Please.
Seth, why don't you stop off at New
apologize.
Brunswick and visit
I'll send word to our
Jamie out?
associates.
And
See if
then
they
just
can't
don't
furnish
come
you
over
with more
here.
books.
That
Fear it is
sounds
not
like
more
a great
books I
idea.
require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to
No, I honestly just
I'll see
cannot
what I
be
can do.
arsed to do the
You are
side
too
quests.
kind. There
right
are
now.
not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him.
If
Mix
there's
him up
like
the
a
noodle.
fun side quest,
Hush
I
now.
might consider doing it,
We all
but
know there's no such
I
thing as
kind of just want to
loopholes.
get to Crisis Core. And the story on this isn't supposed to
twins
be
seem
like
well.
very long.
Aye. Yet
You
they
ruined the
laugh
game.
Far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them. However well they hide it.
The quests are
Titan
basically
took much
fetch
from us
quests.
that
Like they don't
night.
even make a
From
huge
some
difference.
More than others.
They have like there's
And the wounds
nothing
that remain,
that's like really
they are not
important to
quick
the
to heal.
story.
Which is why we
So
must
I'm
give
just
him all
not
the
gonna
time we need.
bother.
That we must. Just as I must.
Yeah,
give
well,
the time
you can
need
be
to
upset, I
recuperate.
guess. Do you want a
Good day,
tissue?
Clive.
I have some on my
Good day.
desk.
Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
Not back a blink, and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
Well, I
This
can't
gap
do
will take
anything
most of
about
her.
that.
Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Not a Stolas. All right. I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Oh, there we go. Come on now.
And what can I do for you? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
Can you get some new wares? It's been 5 fucking years. Ooh. Can't buy that.
You'll not find a better price than that.
What things?
Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Clive. What do you want?
Oh, that would be a really nice weapon. I need a flame tongue.
Not bad, if I do say so myself. No scratches, all right?
Bought trash to get something good.
That it? Fine. Back, are ya? You've forgotten already,
Yeah, I did actually.
because I haven't.
Right pain in the arse getting this place into shape, especially with the mess we were in. Not that it was anything new for those of us who put the old hideaway together.
Still,
That don't mean I intend on doing it again. Alright. She's probably just gonna be as grumpy.
Well, don't just stand there gawping.
Has it really been 5 years since we left the old place? How time
I
flies.
remember it like it was yesterday.
We were all waiting to treat Sid to a hero's welcome, and Kupka's lot turned up. Not that we knew it was them. They just poured in like a plague of rats, cutting down anyone and anything that stood in their way. Blood and bodies everywhere. There it was, and a voice crying out for Sid to save us in the midst of it all. I'll never forget those cries, try as I
You're
might.
our leader now, Clive.
Okay, then how about you know, be a little less bitchy? Promise me you won't let anything like that happen again. Promise me that, come what may, Sid will save us. I mean, you're the one that's got to live in it, so
Let's
if
get
you want to
yourself
trash your
together.
room, you go right ahead. I'll support your rights and your wrongs, Seth, if that's what you need.
Have we any more knuckle pies?
Oh, sadly not. Molly used the last.
Once the hall's swept, it's over to the Tavern Crown for me.
The Republican Army marches on the Empire at Twinside, and the Men of the Rock have been summoned to the front. Something big is brewing. I reckon I'll see your done to wear upon my return. Amazing.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kuka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance. The one we've been waiting for.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now? Now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima. If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does. To a world without mother crystals. To Sid.
Excellent. What is dear Joshua up to?
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Alright, let's get back to some action here, alright? I want to use out my new sword.
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well. What would make Martha leave the rest? What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip round the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
Awesome.
Welcome back, Sid.
Damn blighted bilge.
Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry will keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts. Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rock for a moon or so, assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
Of course, Obolus. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves.
Sounds easier than felling a
Alright, blah blah blah. Wait, that's not the one. I don't even remember what this side quest was. Find something or someone. Well, as long as it's close by.
Easier than felling a forest, I said. Trees don't have teeth.
This one.
Too easy. Come on. Give me something a little bit more difficult.
I can't imagine Obolus needing any more than this. Time to head home.
No, I guess that was the one. Anyways, we'll go here and do this one before we head back. Just makes more sense.
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
Let's get you to a physical.
Sid? What said you'd be coming?
I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials ascended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey, sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
Fabulous.
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
Get those horses.
Look. Up ahead. Martha, are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields?
The bastards caught wind. The Abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds, poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then, they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
Black Shields. Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one Order of Shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far, even for the Empire. Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
Aww.
No.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
Blah, blah, blah.
An
and for their crimes shall they be punished.
Oh, this is gonna be
Such
fun.
is the law.
Was it
to dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn?
Blah, blah, blah. As long as you give me a good fight, that's all that really matters.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
Come on, I thought that you guys were gonna give me, like, you know, some difficulty here. Oh, come on, not even, like, a little bit of a fight, like, bro. I definitely need this on a harder difficulty.
I think so.
Ooh. Fun.
I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
Found her.
The abbot.
The bearers died protecting him, calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The cuttings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Mother to beg Sid's aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Sid, where are you? Sid!
In here! We found a survivor!
Clive. He's gone.
We've laid the abbot to rest. But the bearers... they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix Jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
Alright. Maybe this one will give me a little bit more difficulty. Probably not, though. What? Okay, yeah, that's what I want.
The thing is spotted us, Torgal. What am I saying? Of course it has. It's a floating eyeball. I can't go on.
Are you kidding me? Yes, retry. Well, I wanted a good fight, so finally got one. This time it cannot lag? That'd be great. Fabulous. Don't have enough for anything yet.
Us or them. Too slow. Nice try. Too slow. Nice try.
to get out. Ugh. I could not move. Bitch. I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna get it. So close. I need to make sure like I don't get trapped in a freaking corner, unable to see where I'm going. Yeah! Did it.
You didn't see that coming.
Nope. Okay, now that that's over and done with, we can continue on.
That must be the bridge. So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
Oh, you know what? Yeah. No. Just on a cutscene. I don't know, I'm ignoring them.
Thank you, Founder. Thank you.
They've killed my bearer. I demand recompense.
No one survived then?
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumors started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these Black Shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
We're best off staying.
Alright, let's head back.
Now, where's Gav?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Before we go see Gav, let's give this to the old cranky man down here.
Finish with that, Lance.
Yeah, I
There's one
did.
way of-
Mm-hmm. Here you go.
Ugh. Reeks like a...
Argo. So you're back.
Yeah. Same as me old man.
Blah, blah, blah. Stuff that doesn't make a bit of difference. Blah, blah, blah. Ooh, Badge of Might. Noise. Alright, where's Gav?
I hear there's trouble.
Oh, that. I don't care about that.
Ah, Clive! Oh, I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
While the two nations beat their shields, the rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the Mother Crystals. Four Mother Crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rossfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait. Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
Wow, slow on the uptake, Gav.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune. Along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for? Hey? Huh?
Gav, you're staying behind. Right? Come on, it's funny. No, Nectar, no. No, 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 and no. If I come across them, then I'll do it. If I don't come across this, I'm not doing it.
What are we waiting for, indeed?
Finish with that log.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
This one. All yours, Torgal.
Oh, well, should have stayed out of my way. Oh, well, that says pick a fight, so what are you gonna do?
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! Nothing, we're loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her.
Blah, 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 blah.
What business could the
Then they must be here for...
Alright, well, let's go get them.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller said?
I ain't got much, but what's mine is yours, for a price. You won't be disappointed.
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The at least I think there was a black ship.
Was this the first time they visited?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. If only we were. I might have turned him in and become a black shield myself.
That's disgusting.
That's a fair old scar you got there, by the way. How'd you get it?
Excuse me, but what was...
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison. The Empire wants answers on what the Empire...
Don't they just...
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Sheep...
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out. Greetings, friend.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing.
Don't you go telling these strangers. I speak for the people of this village. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here. The Empire is a harsh master. Some might call it submission. This village will not.
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to their throat. In the mistake.
Obedience.
Are you all right?
We still don't know who the Black...
Well, whoever that other than Martha. Who else? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Perhaps the next village...
Perhaps.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Ever since the apothecary, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The mother crystals collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
Excellent.
More of my mother's men.
Hi, Viz. I'm not gonna tell you. You're gonna have to use Google. Sure. Sure. How's it going? didn't really think about it. I was just like, ooh, crazy new powers, yay. That's what I like. New
Blood,
powers.
Clive.
Wow, blood. Ooh, that's a lot of blood.
It's still wet.
You were told to stay in your homes.
I don't listen to you.
Black shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel.
Yes.
Why then? We owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation.
Blah, 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 blah. You talk too much.
Say that again. I'll show you a true Presarian. This one.
He doesn't need one.
Get him.
They'd have to catch him first. He's like a one-man wrecking crew.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps.
But, like, they don't really need it either.
They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
You know, it'd be so much easier if Clive just, you know, went up to his mother and stuck a sword in her.
Find something, boy. Death.
I'm gonna take it as you're too late, Clive. You are too late.
Found her.
This was my mother's doing.
Then go kill the bitch!
But why? Why would anyone?
I don't know.
Because your mom's a psycho?
But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her. and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
Leveled up again.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home. The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
I suppose can we actually get in? Just to take a little look around, see?
We should start with the main gate and see where that gets us.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Let us pass! The children are starving! Have mercy! Voice-ridden dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here!
Oh, they're enough for
Fuck off! And the chinless bastards! Those crystals belong to us all! I said, away with you, filth! Back to your sties! I'll cut you down where you stand! Just try it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
You mean like one of the other gates that we just passed?
I thought we might be able to...
I said, was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, my uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus.
If you're sure, do you think it's safe?
As long as it is.
Could have gone there first. Just saying, could have gone there.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for. This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Not abandoned, then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out. Or not.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Huh? Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
We can speak inside.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge. Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves Shield have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
Archduke's son. What is it you require?
Well, you don't have anything. Well, it's really not that much, you know? It's just a little bit. Well, I definitely don't need, like, anything there. I guess we'll get this.
As you wish, my lord. It has been an honor.
Uh-huh.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for this while the Black Shields small and
until.
Point me in the direction.
So Wade.
Very good.
As you come out.
Thank you, Sir Wade.
There is but one putting an end.
And so we
Throughout the main scenario, Clive will often joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. Alright.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Come along now.
The bastards are lucky.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
What is it now? I told you!
We bear a message for the Vicereine.
Ha! You that a pair of could guard aught against. Die along with your. For Rosaria!
For Rosaria!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another
More dragons.
Like I'm scared.
The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't be flattered.
Nice try.
And done. Oh, another
A noble
dragoon.
stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven
Oh,
our
just
point
come down here and let me kick your
that
ass.
this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Blah, blah, blah.
So Wade,
There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You ain't finish him.
Ooh, we're gonna be able to do some level ups. Sweet.
I don't see any more.
It did. We sent every last one of the rock. Perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. She'll move swiftly to see her minions ranked.
And then it will all begin. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe. Yet be that as it may, it is for as long as the Firebird's flame burns in, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day.
So Wade,
Think we should fall back to Porter's a sound strategy.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to, and had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, where he would be of no use, and so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the Lord. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrong.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love...
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord come.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is...
I know.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him, and means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue.
No, I need that.
You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
By your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's.
I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others. Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Typical nobles.
Back again, Lord Rosfield. I'm touched that you should find me such good company.
It is not your company, but your counsel that I seek on this occasion.
Ever the charmer. What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know what to expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then, I take it. The mother crystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move. As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the Mother Crystal sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the Blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Drastanus, home of Drake's breath, and plucked it from the duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island, and with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity. The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drastanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim.
My father and my grandfather both traded. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet again.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little
Then not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
Typical nobles.
It will be over soon.
You ready?
I think so.
Jill, when you told me you had to come to terms with your past, you weren't talking about destroying Drake's breath, were you?
No. I spoke of Imran, the leader of the Crystalline Orthodox. It's what I need to do to put the past behind, and I know that I can do it.
Always.
And I'll be beside you, too. All while Sid looks on.
We'll make him.
Excellent. Time to fight. This shouldn't be too difficult. I think we have everything that we need.
Useful trick. Freezing and thawing the spray to make mist. How did you learn to use your powers like this?
The Masters made me do it. When the Crusaders took to the seas, to keep the fleet's movements from prying eyes. I'm fine.
No, you're not.
This may be the only chance I get to go back. My only chance to put things right. I have to do this. Whatever the cost.
All right.
There she is. The Iron Kingdom's Mother Crystal.
Drake's breath. Strong currents, sharp rocks, and ether floods. Let's not forget them. This island is a natural fortress.
But safety breeds complacency, allowing a single rowing boat to slip in unseen. The sanctuary is inside the mountain. If we follow the old trail, we should be able to enter by the back gate.
I got it. We gotta go. Let's go.
I always imagined when I came here it would be to reclaim it.
It used to belong to Rosaria, didn't it?
Once, though it's been in the Ironblood's clutches for far too long.
And now it's not going to exist.
For 13 years, this rock was my home. I know its secrets only too well. This path was abandoned after an ether flood. They don't guard it anymore.
The perfect little shortcut. They're all Akashic.
The ether flood must have spread. It was never as bad as this before. And the only way past them is through them.
Was that an earthquake?
They happen all the time. That wasn't even a bad one. It's nothing to worry about.
Get him!
Arboretum is just up ahead. We'll enter the caves from there.
That was fun.
Look at this place. What a mess.
Wait.
No. Don't tell me it's another one of those. Son of a bitch!
It's turned.
Nothing a shelter for Zarya can't handle.
Just like old times.
Wait, what? Unable to... Oh, fine.
Be sure to keep clear on the floor.
Believe me, I need to. That's foul.
Don't breathe it in.
Get him!
They can jump. Don't these things have roots?
Too slow.
Sweet. And that's taken care of.
Press on.
Of course. Of course. I'm gonna upgrade our ability there. 1 second. Righty done. 1 second. Let me get this one.
It's like a furnace in here.
We're inside the volcano. You get used to the heat, though I don't remember it being quite this hot.
Was that what cause for concern?
It was. And they're getting bigger. Something's wrong.
Attack!
Fuck. Is there no other way across?
Oh, I guess we're not gonna wait for an answer.
close.
Come on!
Let's not do that again.
No. Let's not. They don't look too tough.
Not alone. But in numbers like these,
Too slow.
well, we aren't going this way.
Let's look for another path. Drake's breath.
We're nearly at the oratory.
What the hell is that?
I have absolutely no idea.
Well, whatever it is, I don't think it's friendly. Nice try. Nice try. This one.
One of the demons. But they never leave the lava.
If I didn't know better, I think this volcano was about to erupt.
Why attack us then? They're peaceful creatures.
But this one must be the exception.
What's it doing?
Nothing good, I'll wager. Nice try.
Holy shit!
Are you hurt?
Just hot. Thank you.
Quite a commotion our friend made. Let's hope the guards didn't hear it.
The gate to the inner chambers is just up there. Then we make for the sanctuary. I need to finish this. Before the heat finishes me.
Hear, hear.
We'll enter the Comric by the Handmaiden's living quarters. It was always a hive of activity.
Sounds like we'll have a hard time staying out of sight.
We won't have to. There's someone there I should very much like to see. Lady Marley. It's me.
By the mother. Jill, it can't be.
It is, my lady.
We cannot talk here. Come with me. I'm so glad you're safe.
And I you.
Why ever would you risk coming back? Are you a fool, girl? Or have you grown tired of your freedom already?
Forgive me, my lady. But I had to come back. There are things I left undone. Tell me, where is the Patriarch?
At this hour, he'll be in the Comric, giving thanks.
You mean... Oh, fiend! Clive, we have to get to the sanctuary. Now. Lady Marley, you must flee this place, gather your things, and go.
Now listen here, Jill.
We have company.
This way. Follow this passage. It leads straight to the Comric. Go on, stop dawdling.
Thank you. You were always so kind to me. My light in the darkness.
Hello? Can we pick up the pace here?
Please. You deserve better than this. A long and happy life. Promise me.
Is someone gonna get the door? Oh wait, you can't because you're dawdling! Move your freaking ass, lady! Go, go, go. Jesus.
I'll live if you promise to do the same.
Come on, Clive.
I was waiting on you, okay? Like, give me a flippin' a break.
It's our welcoming party.
I've had enough of their hospitality.
Get him! Yeah, sick him!
I was hoping there were some items lying around. Oh well.
many of them are there?
Too many.
Over here!
Nice try.
No, money is always good.
Clive, there's something I need you to know.
What's that?
I saw the Patriarch do things no one should have to see. And so I swore that he would die by my hand.
Okay,
I
go for
understand.
it.
I faced my demons. Then you must face yours.
Over here! This one. Shiva's dominant. Come to beg forgiveness for your failure.
For years, I followed your orders, fought your wars, all to protect the children you took, just as you took me. And what did you do in return? You put them in chains and you slit their throats!
Their souls were sullied with a stain of ether. I merely cleansed them of their corruption.
Okay, you're
Penance
crazy.
paid, just as the Holy Mother wills it! Repent, abomination! For a monster like you to set foot in the Holy Cymric is in itself a crime deserving of death.
Your death.
You're right. I am a monster. And my soul is stained black. Though not by ether. But by the evil of men like you, who made me close my heart and drown in darkness when I should have raged against it. This is my penance. I will be your monster no more. Nor will I suffer you to create another.
Does the beast bare its teeth at its master?
Oh, come on. Why are you guys going up the stairs?
Rage.
Come
be
on.
as you have ever been. A monster.
And what are you?
I just wanna
Imran?
play.
I was forced to kill. You do it by choice. But never again. I bowed to you once. Now it is you who shall bow to me.
Kill them.
Now,
right.
Oh, fun.
Remember how it felt? Why? Why can't I do it? Please, just once.
She won't be able to hold that arm back forever. We've got to make this quick. I won't take long.
Oh god.
Jill!
I'm going to finish this, Clive. Here. Use this.
Are you watching, Sid? We're one step closer to freedom.
Alright, second Mother Crystal down.
The crystal. What did you do to it?
It's gone.
Oh. We destroyed it.
What? But... Monster! Monster! Do you have any idea what you have done?
I do, Father.
I have killed the monster and become an outlaw.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
It's over.
It is.
And Shiva exacted her price.
She did.
Again, the burden fell to you.
And I bore it willingly. This was a sin for which I had to atone. Now I can continue at your side with my head held high. Clive, look.
It's just like the one at Phoenix Gate. Damn it. We need to leave.
Agreed.
I kept my promise, and now you keep yours.
This way, Your Grace.
doing? I have a tonic which will...
I thank you for your kindness, truly. But I assure you, I will survive. Please, save your medicines for those who need them most.
Oh, well, if you're sure.
For a moment there, I felt my brother's presence.
You did?
I fear he is in Ultima's thoughts again. But why now, after 5 years of silence? I cannot keep him sealed away much longer.
Your Grace.
No, do not dirty your hands. Look at them all. Like a river flowing to the sea.
Or moths to a flame, perhaps. The crystalline dominion their light in the darkness. More and more lose their homes to the blight and set out in search of sanctuary, while others lose their fortunes to the Dalmekian levies and leave to find new livelihoods. What is it that you seek in the Dominion, Your Grace?
Oh, Dion Lesage.
You mean the Crown Prince of Sanbrec?
He has many titles. Dion the Bold, Prince of Dragoons, Odin's Nemesis, or simply Bahamut. I met him once, when we were children. He was a chivalrous soul even then, and has served his empire indefatigably ever since.
And you are confident that he will listen to what you have to say?
Our world lurches ever closer to the abyss, and a hidden hand ushers us onward. Ultima's influence extends to every nation, Sanbrec included. If His Highness is the man I believe him to be, and I pray that he is, this truth will not have escaped his notice. As the mother crystals fall, the eternal flame wavers, and the azure sky begins to bruise. How lucky we were to be blessed by the crystals, and yet how spoiled. Like canaries in a gilded cage, growing fat on seed. But now, the bars are closing in, and we must take flight. Painful though it be to leave our home behind, it is what we must do to be free. Which is it that men cannot live without? A blessing that leads to damnation, or a freedom that leads to deprivation? I do not yet know the answer to that question. Do you, Clive?
Your Grace, let us find a place to rest a while. We can return by the Dalmekian trail once you have recovered your strength. I realize your duty is pressing, but if your health should fail...
I know. Thank you, Yote.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile...
The army's attempt to breach the Empire's defenses and gain the Isles of Ark has failed yet again.
Only because your fleet has proved as impotent as a eunuch on laying night. Would you rather we simply fell back to the capital?
Enough, both of you. All here agree that the Empire cannot be allowed to maintain its illegitimate claim on the Dominion. However, our casualties mount with each passing day.
Ugh, this guy.
There is a literal sea twixt you and your prize. The armies of Sambrek need but sit back and watch as you harmlessly lap against their walls. They are dug in like ticks and seek to draw out this siege, knowing the capital's stores are nigh bottomless. And what of our wise rulers? Goaded into war without any thought as to what chaos it might reap. Republican soldiers starve while waiting for orders from Randalar.
If you would but take the field, their bellies would be full by nightfall.
If I take the field, so too will Bahamut, and our duel will shake the island to its foundations. Instead of liberating the Dominion, you would doom it to destruction. Unless that is what you desire.
If our learned advisor has a solution to propose, we should be glad to consider it.
Is that the Emperor's?
What is the meaning of this, Lord Kupka?
What it means is that I am disinclined to advise you any longer. Ah, the looks on their faces when you walked through those doors. A perfect picture of stupefaction. They could not believe their eyes. Though I confess, I had my own doubts whether or not you would accept my invitation. Such shocking news. Sid isn't a son of a whore. He's the son of an empress. Your own dear Clive.
Absurd. Who fed you these lies? I have never spent a moment among criminals, save at the gallows. I came here with my son, not to entertain your baseless accusations, but to put an end to the senseless hostilities between our nations.
Very well. You need only agree to the terms I set out. Sid took the life of someone dear to me, a woman by the name of Benedicta. I swore to take his in turn. This would not be disagreeable to you, I take it. You would finally be rid of the stain on your noble name.
Excellent. I'm gonna fight Titan and kick his
In
ass.
return, I will leave Sanbrek in your capable hands. Your Imperial Majesty.
and all for the love of a common whore. Dominant or no, one cannot hide one's breeding. And beasts will ever belong with beasts. There are greater things in store for you, my darling Olivier. Soon enough, you shall be the crown prince of Sambrec. And when your father goes to meet Great Grieger, you shall be emperor of all you survey. The old order shall come tumbling down, and you will rebuild the world in your glorious image. Soon.
Not creepy or suspicious at all.
She's been in there for hours. Something must be wrong. All right, what do you got?
Is it business or pleasure?
Oh, platinum sword. Makes for a poor blade. Right.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Yeah, I'm robbing you blind. I'm giving you money. What do you mean I'm robbing you blind?
It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Blah, blah, blah. Shut up.
It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that.
What do you need? What do you want? bad, if I do say so myself. It'd last you a good while. No scratches, right? And?
Let us know if you find any rotten planks. I'll see about replacing them.
I don't know how you do it. Working under that surly bastard.
It's easy. Just keep your head down.
I've done what I can, but the rest is up to you. You need to start taking better care of yourself.
Understood. And thank you.
The curse has spread. Make sure she rests.
If it hurts, you can tell me, you know. I'll understand.
I can bear it.
But you shouldn't have to. Not anymore.
This isn't just your struggle, Clive. It's ours. And when we see how hard you fight, it inspires us to do the same. Or would you rather we left you to save the world all on your own?
I mean, he's doing a pretty good job of it.
No. That's not... Ignore me.
Clive, where are you?
In here.
What's wrong?
Rosaria's under attack.
What?
This isn't the Dalmekian army we're talking about. It's the men of the Rock from Drake's Fang. Hugo Kupka's private guard. There he is in hell in Rosalith, trying to batter down the castle gates.
Looking for me.
Seems that way. Reckon old Hugo has finally worked out who Sid really is.
Then this is just another trap.
Ah, it's a trap, all right. The daddy of all fucking traps.
I'm going to Rosalith.
You're not serious. That's exactly what he wants you to do, Clive.
Look. I don't know why Kupka harbors such a grudge against Sid. But as long as it's left to fester, our world will never know peace. He has dragged the rest of Storm into this pointless war just to find me. Besides which, I'm not about to stand and watch while my home gets ground into the dirt. Hugo Kupka must die.
I've lost enough friends to that man already. I don't want to lose any more.
He can't take
let's
me.
Go and kill the bastard.
I'm coming too. After all, we're in this together.
All right. I should probably speak to Otto before leaving. We need to know what we're getting ourselves into.
Yeah. And I'll probably call it a day.
We must be ready to leave for Rosalith at a moment's notice.
Right, who are you guys?
Everyone's prepared.
All right, Clive. Me too. I've been doing my best. The rest, and anyone.
No.
You off then?
And what are you doing?
Oh, Clive.
The patrons, what does that mean?
Oh, no, that's still me. It's just Karen has a... I still catalogue every...
No.
I'll be here waiting.
No.
What's the matter? The hunt board. It's where the curse breakers, just because they can't be... Right. Well, the people of Valisthea are going for the last thing they need, and perhaps I can.
Gov gave you the news then?
We're leaving for Rosalith.
All sorts. Nobody was expecting the Delmex to open up a new front against the Empire. Reports have been rolling in from all over the place. If you're set on going, you...
Understood.
Ah, if it isn't my favorite pupil. Let's see now, where did we leave? Well, this is a surprise. My lectures are rarely so well attended.
You know what they say? A little knowledge, can't hurt?
We're going to Rosalith to deal with Kupka. What's the situation there?
Whoa there, Lord Rossfield. I'm sure you're champing at the bit to return to your roost. But to fully understand the present situation, one must first understand how it came to be. Let us begin with the story of Hugo Kupka, or the permanent economic advisor to the Dalmekian government, to give him his formal title. In a republic founded on commerce, there could hardly be a more influential position. It has granted him both extraordinary wealth and extraordinary power. Not that he ever wanted for the latter. Being Titan's dominant, he is also Dalmekia's last line of defense, a fact he has used to his considerable advantage. Why, he was even able to pry Drake's Fang, one of the pillars of the Republic, from Parliament's grip. And he was quick to buy the loyalty of the Fang's protectors. Today they are his faithful creatures, a private army in all but name. The self-same army that marches upon Rosarian soil as we speak. By which I mean Imperial soil, not that you need reminding of the fact. Suffice it to say, the Empire's attentions are elsewhere at present, deadlocked as it is with Dalmekia over its occupation of the Crystalline Dominion, where its legions are now gathered. Scarcely a handful of garrisons remain to secure its western provinces, and half of them left after the fall of Drake's Breath. With the threat of the Ironblood thus diminished, they had little cause to fear a maritime invasion. And so today, only a token force guards the former duchy's shores, as Kupka was quick to descry. He landed his troops on the Rosarian coast without encountering so much as a single ship. All for you, Clive. He wants your head. And so he and his men advance upon Rosalith, not to capture the province, but to draw you out.
You said Kupka's forces sailed up the coast. What of Port Isolde, then? Is the city safe?
Quite, according to the Guardians of the Flame. The Dalmekian fleet floated by without incident, but not without remark. When they learned Kupka's forces were making for Rosalith, our friends were quick to begin arranging the exodus of her citizens. And so the stage will soon be set for your heroic homecoming. Alas, it will be a more trying task to enter the capital than it was to leave it. Hugo's men hold Buett Bridge, despite the Imperials' repeated attempts to wrest it back from their grasp. And they were careful not to repeat the Empire's mistake in neglecting their coastal defenses. The seas around Rosalith are firmly under Dalmekian control. So tell me, pupil mine, what do you believe to be the best route to Rosalith?
The north. We cross the northern border near Phoenix Gate, then take the road through Stillwind down to the capital. Hardly the quickest route, but at least we won't be spotted.
A little local knowledge goes a long way, and so must you.
We'd best get a move on then.
Oh, will you be going too?
Aye. I've been waiting a long time to give that fucker a taste of his own medicine. I would have missed this for the world.
All right. We should be on our way.
Lead on.
Alright, let's go here and then we'll end for today. I'm hungry.
Fortify the castle gates at once.
Hugo and his men have been busy. They've already breached the castle's outer wall. The Imperials are holding the ground for now, but it's only a matter of time before the keep falls. Those fuckers really went to town on this place. Almost like they want to wipe it off the map.
Just a means to an end.
All this for one man? They didn't have to go so far.
If you keep your wits about you, I reckon you can make it up to the castle without raising the alarm.
Oh, but what's the fun of that?
It's
like you don't know me at all.
Haven't escaped yet and send them on the way.
Be careful.
Likewise. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
I thought I was ready for this, but...
I know. It's like a nightmare. This was our home. Come on, Clive. We have to keep going.
here is where I call it a day. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'm gonna go eat. I am hungry. And I will see you all later.